Welcome, YouTubers, to the Pete Kelly Adirondacks YouTube channel. And here's Pete Kelly.
I'm really excited to share my testimony the Lord has given me over the last 50 years as far as hunting, fishing, camping, boating, and the other adventures and the adventures to come. You're going to learn a lot and it's going to be fun. I built a off-grid cabin up in New York State and in the majestic Adirondacks, and we're going to be going over that as well as the home base in Southwest Florida, where it's a wonderful place to become an expert fisherman. I'm also going to be contributing all the little T's to the whole season as far as boat maintenance, fishing gear maintenance, as well as truck maintenance. Let's talk how this all came about. When I was 17 years old, I basically was a ski bum, and I was traveling to Vermont every winter season. I was always looking out over the lakes, and I wanted to fish large lakes. And I always wondered what kind of boat would be the best skiff to get out there. I fished a lot from shore, even when I was younger. I'm sure all you have too. And sometimes standing on the shore just isn't good enough to cut it. I was always in search of the ultimate skiff. We also fished when we were younger the coastal waters from Jersey all the way down to Florida, and even out offshore up to 30 miles. We did deep sea. Our quest for the ultimate fishing boat would go on and on. My father, Pete Sr., played a very large role in instilling a love for hunting and fishing. He taught me a lot about all the little T's of hunting and fishing. At that time, we always owned Boston whalers. My father had a quest for good boats, and we started out with 13-footers. We had the 17-foot Montauk, and now, as of today, I own a 19-foot Boston Whaler Outrage with the Yamaha 150 on it. It's a very seaworthy boat. It's got 63 gallons of gas. It can really get you out there and get you back safely. That's what my father was into. My father was into getting out and getting back safely, getting to the fish, getting back safely. I'll tell you, he always said that you can't have a slow fishing boat, but he wasn't into racing boats either. So he wanted a semi-fast boat that was safe. So that's what led us to get into Boston Whalers. My other boat, of course, is my 15-foot Key West here, a very stealthy little rig. I can launch in very shallow waters. I can get it into places that bigger rigs can't go. And it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. It's got a 70 horsepower, and it can push three people pretty good. It's really a two-fisherman boat. So in other words, if I guide, then basically two guys fish off of it. And it's a good rig. It can also take a wave, if we're going across Tampa Bay or Sarasota Bay in the chop, or in the Broad River, or even coming across Champlain. It saved us from going down to Davy Jones's locker many a time. Like I said, as we go on with these videos, we'll go deeper and deeper. And I'd like to know your comments too on the ultimate fishing boat. Like I said, I'm always after that, and we're always refining it. We will go deep into those videos on the maintenance of the boats, because these boats take a lot of maintenance, and what to look for, and all the major brands from cheap to super expensive.
And here we have our first smallmouth of the season, and a nice one. There we have our nice 16-inch smallie. Nice fight out of 50-degree water. and he will be released immediately.
I'd really like for the video was that in the wintertime, from approximately November to the middle of April, when the Gulf waters are colder, your best bet is to push up the tributaries a little bit. Use shrimp. Shrimp works very well. Semi-tropical fish, especially the snook, are really slowed up by the colder water, and they are not as interested in taking large baits as when the water temperature raises. So the shrimp, that'll really turn them on. You could also use rubber jigs such as this one, and small rubber jigs with, I don't know, number 2 size to number 2.0 size. Just as long as your profile looks small and it's not a large profile swim bait. A little shrimp-like soft rubber bait. You could get up there in canoe, you could get up there in kayak, in either the back bays or the tributaries. Usually it's better if there's a little running water. And just fish them slow. Fish them under the bridges and in the slower moving tributaries, and you'll do well. So the rest of it's on you. Good luck hunting them down, and have fun. Be safe. Looking forward to sharing more of my great adventures with you concerning the Adirondacks in Southwest Florida. Like I said earlier, if you have any tips on small rigs, or if you have any questions, you can email me at Pete Kelly's Adirondacks. Excuse me. Pete Kelly's Adirondacks.com, or you can call me on my toll-free number. Thank you.
Okay. It's dinner time at the second night of the camp. My good friend Chris Palumbo just cooked up salmon, wild rice. He's a master guide that hunts the central Adirondacks for deer and bear, and he hunts the southern zone at his place for deer and turkey. He's also been a guide his whole life, and here we are just enjoying my camp at the Adirondacks. Thank you, Jesus. Awesome. Unbelievable. We'll take a walk down to the river. This is what the Adirondacks is all about. It's just massive, beautiful rivers, lakes, and mountains. We're going down to the Lord's pulpit here on the Saranac.